Okay, thank you all for coming to my presentation today. Okay, the title of my presentation is Taking Care of Our Own. As you well know, Native Americans are severely underrepresented among U.S. healthcare professionals, medical researchers, and U.S. policymakers. This low representation presents a substantial challenge to addressing the urgent need to improve healthcare in Native communities. Native American youth suffer from health and education disparities greater than that of the general U.S. population. Students that experience high stress are more likely to drop out of school, and among Native populations, this stress is related not only to socioeconomic and health disparities, but also to unique cultural factors, historical trauma, and discrimination. As shown on slide 2, while 83.2% of Americans graduated from high school in the 2014-2015 school year, just 71.6% of Native Americans did. In addition, only 19.8% of Native Americans over the age of 25 held a bachelor's degree or higher in 2014. This is compared with 32.5% of all adults. Here in Arizona, there's an estimated 13,542 physicians in the state, but only 107 are Native Americans. That's less than 1%. Similarly, Native American nurses are only 0.4% of the RN population, but Native Americans make up 1.5% of the U.S. population. Experts say that the shortage of Native American doctors in Arizona, in which there are more than 350,000 Native Americans, is concerning because it impacts the effectiveness of healthcare delivery as well as the research into health disparities. Historically, Native Americans have faced more health problems than the rest of the United States. The Indian Health Service, which provides health services to about 2.2 million of the 3.7 million Native Americans in the United States, suffers from serious staff shortages. The IHS consistently reports high vacancy rates for many essential healthcare positions. These vacant positions are especially difficult to fill due to the isolated nature of many of these Native communities. One major factor in Native health disparities is the shortage of Native physicians and other healthcare professionals. Native American physicians are more likely to practice in underserved settings, and a recent survey demonstrated that over 40% of Native medical school students said they were going to serve in an underserved setting. Many of these students will also likely choose to serve in a Native community, helping to fill the current void in healthcare professionals in both urban and rural settings. For years, the issue of recruiting Native students to U.S. mainstream colleges and universities has been a long-standing challenge. Once they're on campus, retaining those students becomes an even bigger issue with Native students, particularly those from Indian reservations, because they experience feelings of academic inadequacy, isolation, and alienation oftentimes. For many, such factors become too much to overcome, and they end up dropping out of school before they even get a degree. Given the low number of Native enrollees in medical school, positive examples and role models are sorely needed. For example, Native students do not encounter many Native American doctors when they come to the local healthcare facility, contributing to a lack of identifying with such a career and limiting their motivation to even pursue such a goal. Native students also do not observe many family members succeeding in higher education, as nearly 10% of Native medical school applicants had a parent with less than a high school education, as compared to less than 2% for those of whites. As a result, many Native students unfortunately share the common belief that a career in medicine is not a realistic or achievable goal. Other reasons for not attending college include lack of financial resources, lack of adequate mentoring, and limited enrichment opportunities. In fact, very few Indian students come in with the essential financial backing to really afford to go and stay at a university. Increasing the representation of Native Americans among health professionals and researchers is a key element in a multi-pronged approach to addressing the healthcare disparities among Native Americans. Therefore, finding strategies to increase the number of Native Americans in medicine is imperative. Various studies on Native college students suggest that factors such as pre-college academic preparation, family support, involved and supportive faculty, social support systems such as Native student associations, peer mentoring programs, academic counseling, and maintenance of an active presence in home communities and cultural ceremonies are crucial elements to maintaining a college presence. First, officials and community leaders need to make improvements to elementary and high school education for Native Americans, and they need to reach out earlier to Native American students. If you're hitting them in college and med school, it's already too late. In addition, local IHS and tribal healthcare centers should offer shadowing and mentoring opportunities for local Native students. There are also many opportunities for financial support, many of which are not highly advertised. For example, the IHS Scholarship Program offers preparatory, pre-graduate, and health profession scholarships for Native American students. For those students who were unable to receive that scholarship, the IHS Loan Repayment Program provides up to $20,000 a year to repay qualifying school loans in exchange for a 2-year service commitment at an IHS facility. Many individual tribes and private organizations also offer scholarships for Native students. When I was in high school and undergrad, I was totally unaware of the IHS scholarships, but I was able to take advantage of the loan repayment program. Also, when talking with young natives here at work who are interested in a healthcare degree, I have found that most are unaware of the scholarship programs that are out there. In addition, a variety of enrichment programs exist with the goal of increasing the representation of minority students in the medical field. Despite the widespread existence of such programs, Native American students have not been recruited successfully to participate in these opportunities. When I was in high school, I heard about a program at MIT, and I was able to attend a free 6-week minority introduction to engineering and science program there over the summer. Out of about 100 students, there were only 3 Native Americans. Also, a few years ago, I heard about a free program at Johns Hopkins University for Native American high school students who were interested in the medical field. I passed this information along to one of my cousins who went to the program, and now she's an undergraduate there. However, there doesn't seem to be a consistent way to spread the message about these types of programs. It looks like tribes, high schools, and communities need to do a better job of spreading information about scholarships, mentoring opportunities, and academic summer programs. Slides 3 and 4 show some links to various resources and enrichment programs that are out there. Efforts to promote career advancement among Native American students need to consider the unique barriers faced by this population and focus on innovative strategies to overcome these barriers. Everyone from state officials, administrators, faculty, staff, parents, and tribal leaders can all play a part in the development and success of the Native college student. Native American healthcare providers with knowledge of and sensitivity to the tradition of these patients can improve the healthcare that is delivered. Personally, I was fortunate to come from a family that valued education. My grandfather was a student. He was a teacher who graduated from the Croatan Indian Normal School in North Carolina in 1922. Barred from white schools, the generation before him fought to have a school of their own, which was built in 1887. The original school is shown on slide 5. My grandfather taught in segregated Indian schools in North Carolina until 1964, and he made sure that all 6 of his children went to college. One of his many quotes to students and family was, "Good as any, better than many." Now there are many educational opportunities out there for Native students all over the country. We just need to do a better job preparing, encouraging, and guiding them toward and through these opportunities. Thank you.